Last week on MasterChef Australia.
What a week we have planned for you.
The amateurs hit the ground running in Melbourne.
Service red team.
Two teams helped George relaunch his restaurant.
Well done, that is beautiful.
And while we said goodbye to Carrie and Fiona, Marion was the first to win immunity.
I've beaten Frank Moore, it's amazing.
Tonight, 14 hopefuls begin another big week of challenges.
Welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen.
First up, they use their brains in the mystery box.
Yum.
I think I might be in big trouble today.
Then, who will be the master of pasta in the Invention test?
The doors are wide open, you could have a great time.
That is an almighty sin.
That is disgusting.
At stake for the series winner, the chance to work alongside the country's greatest chefs, a book publishing deal, $100,000 to make their culinary dreams reality, and the title of Australia's next MasterChef.
It's a new week, so a fresh start for me, which I think is a good thing. I've got a lot of work to do on desserts, so got up nice and early to have a bit of a flick through some of my books. Hopefully all that reading will translate into some results.
Another week has dawned in our MasterChef experience. Last week we were in Melbourne. I had a really tough week.
It's been at least 22 minutes.
Yes, chef.
All right, so come on, guys,
Yes,
let's
chef.
go.
Speed it up.
I'm really looking forward to getting back to the kitchen and start cooking.
Package flour in, Harvey.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Delivery for you.
Serious?
What is going on?
I'd received a parcel this morning from my partner. It was really good to, you know, get a little bit of a care package and a little bit of a reminder of home. Last week, there was just a lot of milestones in our relationship. It was our 11th anniversary and, you know, the week that we were supposed to be married as well. So she sent me the book that we were reading to plan our honeymoon. And I rose from the night that I proposed to her. You know, I've never spent an anniversary away from her. It was all positive and I feel, you know, rejuvenated in a way.
Guys, it's time to go. We should get moving, I think.
It's the start of the new week. We're back in the MasterChef kitchen. Mystery box Monday. I'm ready to give it my all.
Welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. Isn't it great to be home? Last week in Melbourne was a turning point in this competition. We saw you come of age as cooks. Here is your chance to set yourself up for success this week, to be the person who runs at the front of the pack. It is the Mystery Box Challenge.
A lot rides on the mystery box. Although technically, there's no elimination on the back of it. If you nail the mystery box, you get a massive advantage, and that is to choose the core ingredient in the main challenge later on today, the Invention test. Time to reveal the ingredients in your mystery box. You can lift the lids now.
Lift the lid off the mystery box. One thing jumps straight into my vision, the brains. If I cook brains at home, no one would touch them. Never eaten them before, never cooked with them before, so I think I might be in big trouble today.
Yum.
Wow, there's some interesting looks on people's faces. So the ingredients you've got in your mystery box are lamb's brains, pears, white pickled anchovies, bacon, paprika, hazelnuts, sugar snap peas, and a bread roll.
That was a nice part of the mystery box, but my eyes just kept going back to the brains. Ugh, they weren't nice at all.
Brains are so exciting. Get them right, and they're amazing. Get them wrong, and they're absolutely disgusting.
Use your lungs, take a deep breath, show some heart. Most of all, use your brains. You have 30 minutes to wow us. Your time starts now.
It's important to blanch the brains first to help start the cooking process. If I just deep fried them, the crumbing mix would be cooked and golden before the brains were cooked on the inside.
Callum, you using the brains?
I am using the brains.
Good. Tell us what you're cooking.
I'm going to do crumbed and deep fried brains and a hazelnut pear and bacon salad.
Yeah, OK. Have you used brains before?
I've never used brains, never eaten them.
OK, but you've done the right thing. You've blanched them.
Yeah.
All right, good. Looking forward to it.
Hopefully you'll get it up in time, Callum.
I hope so too.
Don't cook the brains, yeah?
OK.
Aaron, I am absolutely curious. What are you cooking?
Deep fried anchovies, and I'm considering deep frying some sheep brain as well.
You cooked with brains before?
I haven't, but I'm going to slice them thinly and hope that they kind of work like just kind of crisp them up. But
Slice them.
slice them, yep, that's what I'm going to do.
Raw.
Raw, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
OK. All right, well, I'm curious to see how it all comes together.
Thank you, Gary.
Aaron is blending up pears, doing funny stuff. What's going on?
He's using brains. He's never used them before. He hasn't blanched them. He's trying to slice them thinly. He's having big, wobbly troubles. You know how he goes. Marion, tell us what you're doing.
I'm doing crumb brains with a bacon and pear vinaigrette and and a little mayonnaise.
Look at those brain shorts. They look absolutely amazing. What have you crumbed them with?
I made breadcrumbs out of the bun.
I love it. I'm excited by it, and I love the flavours that you're using. I've got my fingers crossed, so I hope you put up a fantastic dish.
Thanks, Gary.
Peter, they look great. Look at those things.
Magnificent.
I'd happily eat those. Fantastic. Crispy, soft on the inside.
What are you serving it with?
I'm doing it with some grilled pears. I've got some bacon crisping up there. Learnt my lesson. I'm going to keep it simple.
You know what I hope you get is a lovely char on those pears, because they look a bit blonde, and remember, you eat with your eyes, mate.
That's it. Thanks, gents.
Peter's suddenly on the up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling
finding
right
his
now.
footing.
Yeah, and he's just doing crumb brains, pears that have been grilled, and bacon. Why not?
Yeah, sounds good.
great.
And of course, he ate them as a kid, just like you did.
I know.
Your mummies were terrible.
Guys, you have 30 seconds to go.
It's great to see you've used your brains. Can't wait to taste.
My hands are starting to shake a bit. I'm sweating it up. I've never been this pressed for time, that's for sure.
You have 10 seconds to go. This is no time for brain freeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Tools down. Your time's up.
Well done. Well done, guys.
You've just created a dish from a mystery box full of tricky ingredients. Now is the time we must taste those dishes. We're only going to pick 3 of the very best dishes that you've cooked. From those 3, there will be only one winner. If you hear your name, please bring your dish up to the tasting bench. challenge. And the first dish we'd like to taste belongs to Marion.
I'm really shocked when my name's called out. There was, people with tempura lamb's brains and pea mayonnaise and all these different things, and I just felt that mine was, simple flavours.
The weakness of this dish is those brains could have done with half a minute more. They're just at that point where they feel a little too mushy for me. It's a small flaw when the crumb is that crunchy and good, and that vinaigrette is so beautifully paired.
That there is an absolutely gorgeous dish. I love that acidity, that you balanced out those creamy brains in such a clever, smart way. You look at it, it's just, you are unbelievable.
Even if I get beaten today, the fact that George really enjoyed my dish is wonderful.
The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Peter.
It'd be fantastic to win the mystery box again. It'd really give me a confidence boost. Except I've been called up after Marion. This girl is on fire.
Got lovely, soft, creamy brain inside that, really crisp, crunchy outside. And I like the sweetness of the pear. I like the grill. I like the, the touch of that caramelisation and the little bar marks in there. The bacon's really thick for me, It's, it would have been much more delicate if you'd done something else with it. But you know what? It's a fabulous job, really good. And I like to see when you put up a planned and measured dish, you know what you're doing, and that's the result. Good stuff.
Thanks, Gary. I'm wrapped. This is a forum to really have a crack at a dish, and for the judges to pick you out means you must be doing something right.
Right, this is exciting. There's one spot left in this top three. The person is Callum.
I'm really pleased to get called out, but occasionally dishes get caught up in the mystery box that looked great and then they get canned for the way they were cooked. Serving up incorrectly cooked brains to a food critic like Matt Preston is a really scary thought.
Those are absolutely perfect. Those are absolutely perfectly cooked. Whether by luck or by judgment, you have delivered, for me, the best brains of the three dishes. They're still creamy, they're crunchy, and I really like the look of the dish. All I'm thinking of now is I really, really want a nice crisp glass of Chardonnay to go with that dish, and I'd have a very happy man. Nice dish, well done.
Thanks, Matt. Marion, Peter and myself all got really good comments, so I think any of us could win. But just to get the comments I got from the judges, I'm really happy.
We've tasted the top three dishes. Marion, Peter, Callum, well done. Brilliant effort, lovely to see the creativity, the inspiration and the technique. There can, however, be only one winner. It was difficult to pick and we were seriously splitting hairs. The standout dish of the Mystery Box Challenge and winner of the advantage for the Invention test is Marion.
I can't believe it. I was really worried about this week and really worried about coming into the kitchen again and I guess doing a bad job after I've had such a run of good luck.
Marion, you're on a winning streak, aren't you? Very, very clever. Restrained, clever, creative, a really, really nice dish. This is the sort of dish you'd find in any good bistro, any good restaurant.
Biggest issue for us, it's now she's in control of the Invention test. Who knows what that means for us because she can cook anything.
It's time for today's main event, the Invention test. The winner will go forward to face a culinary icon of Australia in the Celebrity Chef Cook-Off. And there have the chance of emulating what Marion did just last week and win immunity. I scored your meal 8 out of 10. We're looking for one winner and the 3 least impressive dishes. The worst 3 dishes will earn their creators a place in the pressure test tomorrow. Fail there, and your dream will be over. You'll be packing your bags, and you'll be going home.
Today's theme is something that engenders passion. It's cooked in millions of homes and restaurants by professionals and amateurs alike. It's a staple. And it is pasta.
Pasta is a thing I cook all the time. I really love playing around with it and experimenting with it. Normally at home, my partner and I will eat pasta 3-4 times a week, maybe 5. My dream is to open up a restaurant that only sells pasta. So if I make a fool of myself today, I think that restaurant dream would be pretty far away for me.
Because we're lovely, everyone will get to choose 15 ingredients to make this dish. Those 15 ingredients includes everything you need for your sauce and your flour and your eggs. Very good. Marion, your time in the pantry has come. Gary and George.
This is the 3rd time I've been in the pantry and my game plan is to choose the ingredient that's best for me. I think that if you start thinking about what everyone else is going to do, you have a huge possibility of stuffing yourself up.
Marion, our 3 core ingredients lead to 3 different roads, but 1 amazing pasta dish. That's what we're hoping for. The first core ingredient is seafood. You've got some whole prawns, black mussels, kingfish, pippies, cuttlefish, salmon roe, and of course, smoked salmon. Right, Marion, let's find out what the second core ingredient is. It's beef. Your third choice is mushrooms. You've got an array of gorgeous mushrooms with all different mushroom notes.
I love mushrooms and there's a whole big choice of them, including pine mushrooms, which are the big orange ones that I pick in a forest near my house in McLaren Vale. So I'm pretty happy with mushrooms.
She's got the tray, it's covered, it's flat. I'm not sure what it is. She's got a big smile on her face, and I've got my fingers crossed that's going to be an ingredient I can cook with.
Marion, before you reveal what you've chosen as the core ingredient, please tell us what your 3 choices were.
I had to choose from seafood, beef and mushrooms.
I'm just hoping that she picks the seafood. But, you know, with beef, I think, you know, you're a little bit limited in where you can go with it. And mushrooms, you know, that's a little bit more fun. But seafood, you know, the doors are wide open. You could have a great time.
I've chosen seafood.
Choosing seafood, I think, is a very big risk because I know a lot of people love to cook with seafood, but at the same time, I can't help that. I want to cook with the seafood too.
I'll be looking for 3 things. Silky strong pasta, pasta that's perfectly cooked, and pasta that's a hero of the dish, with flavours to support its essential breadiness. You will have a princely 45 minutes to complete it. I understand, Shani, that's a very long time. You're wondering whether you can do a dessert in the same time using the seafood. Marion had a languid 5 minutes in the pantry. You, other 13, will suffer with just 2 minutes. Your 2 minutes start now.
Coming into the pantry, I've got a million ideas running through my head. Smoked salmon with a gorgonzola sauce. It's one of my favourite pastas.
I'm looking for squid ink, I'm looking for white wine, and I'm looking for butter, and I can't find any of them. Without those flavours, my pasta is going to just turn into something like everyone else's.
I've got some salmon roe and put it in a shallow dish, and as I'm walking out of the pantry, I can feel something wet. My salmon roe has tipped. I did a good job of it, didn't I? All I can think of is how embarrassing that I've spilt salmon roe all over the floor right in front of the judges.
Oh.
At this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm definitely not invisible anymore.
The minute I've gotten back to my bench, I've noticed I've forgotten the gorgonzola and the smoked chips, so I'm gonna have to come up with something else, and I really can't think of what, and we're about to start.
You guys have your core ingredients of seafood plus your 15 other ingredients. This invention test has more dangerous curves than Monza. Drive it like a Ferrari and not a Cinquecento. Your 45 minutes starts now.
To find a flavour that makes the pasta the hero of the dish, you've got to keep it really simple.
Right, Joe, tell us what your dish is.
I'm making ravioli of fennel and prawn mousse with a prawn wrapped in sage.
Lovely. You've got some lovely ingredients.
Thank you.
Hopefully
I'm very happy
all
with it.
beautiful.
Good luck, Joanne.
Thanks, guys.
Jake.
He's down.
Now, what's your pasta? What are you making?
I was going to make a gorgonzola smoked salmon pasta with some smoked mussels, but I forgot the gorgonzola and I forgot the smoked mix, so I'm just going to see what I can come up with.
Forgetting the gorgonzola is throwing me massively. I really don't know if the sauce I'm putting in is going to have, you know, the quality of flavour that I'm after.
There's lots of stuff happening. There's a lot of seafood. It seems like it's going to be one big mountain of seafood sort of marinara thing. I don't like that. I hate mountains of pasta.
It looks horrible. And to put cream on it, George, that is an almighty sin. Jimmy, what are you making, my friend?
It is linguine with prawn cream and saffron sauce.
OK, all right. Cream, good idea. People are off creamy sauces, aren't they?
Yes, actually, but I'm not using a lot of it. It's mainly just to infuse the saffron.
Have you made this dish before?
No, I've never made this dish before.
Do you make a lot of pasta?
I've never made pasta before.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Jimmy has never made pasta before.
Yeah, look, Jimmy I'm worried about, you know, because he's our curry master and there's nothing wrong with that. I love the idea of someone coming into this competition, cooking what they love and taking it out. That's what it's all about. But he has to show some other skills. Pasta is one of them. He's not in a good place. And when I asked him about the sauce, he's confused. He looks worried. And Jimmy, when he's worried, he's not a good cook.
Aaron, you are
George
the
and Gary.
pasta master.
I've definitely claimed that I love it, so it's time to try and make it the way that I love it.
OK, so what's your dish?
OK, prawn, lemon, fennel and parsley tortelloni, and I'm infusing the olive and truffle oil with prawns, with mussels, with garlic.
Very, very interesting smell. I mean, there's going to be a lot of flavour coming out of that.
And my secret ingredient, chipotle.
That's what I can smell.
Yeah.
We're going smoked paprika,
Yeah,
but chipotle
yeah,
is like
I wanted to do
a
a little bit
dried
spicy.
chili.
So chipotle and truffle oil.
Yep.
I'm going for something smoky. It's going to be a different taste, but look, this is an invention test. I want to do something a bit out of the ordinary.
Odd combination of flavours. Will it work?
I don't know, we're just going to have to wait and see. Right at the end, I think, is when it's going to count, because his pasta dough looks absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
Today I'm going to make a kingfish and prawn ravioli with a seafood bisque and a sage brown butter. I've chosen this dish because I've cooked it before.
Matthew,
guys,
we are well into the challenge, and you've just put your pasta to rest.
Yep.
You're having the same trouble you did on the elimination round?
Not today.
Can you hear it? I hope this doesn't send you home, Matthew.
I'm making sure that the pasta is absolutely perfect.
Have you got enough time?
I'll have enough time. I'll get everything together and I'll get the dish on the plate.
Alrighty. Okay. I think we better leave you alone, Matthew. Good luck.
I decided to make a scorched herb and ricotta tortellini, and that involves blowtorching my little pasta shapes at the end with some cream and parmesan. I love using the blowtorch. My mum gave me one a couple of months ago.
Marion whipped out a blowtorch and starts blowtorching a tortellini. And I just thought, what are you doing? That will be foul. Oh, what's she doing?
We've got 45 minutes to cook a beautiful pasta dish. The winner today will face off against a celebrity chef for the chance to win the immunity pin.
My dish is a tortellini stuffed with poached fish and salmon roe in a light celery brodo.
So when you say brodo, you mean like a soup? Yeah. I think the thing you've got to think about making this dish is if you're going to put fish in it, you don't want it to be dry.
No.
You know, you want it to be nice and moist and delicate, so when you break through the skin of that ravioli, that it's lovely and soft, and as long as you can achieve that, that would be a great dish.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Shani, how you going?
I'm definitely feeling my way through this process with a little help from Gary.
Yeah.
Today I want to do some really nice fettuccine, just with some garlic prawns and then a white wine and verjus sauce.
You know what? It sounds restrained. It sounds elegant. Yeah. Hopefully, you know, the pasta's al dente, the prawns are popping.
I must ask Shani, do you have your water onto the boil for your pasta?
Not yet.
Time to act.
Thank you, Gary.
You have about 8 minutes to go.
Yep.
You need to get cracking.
Yep.
Do you think you can finish in time?
Yep. The dish I've decided to make today is a prawn cannelloni with a prawn and saffron bisque sauce.
Now, Jonathan's interesting for me. He's making a cannelloni. That's really tough.
Roll the pasta, blanch the pasta, refresh the pasta, pipe the mousse in, roll it into glad wrap, make sure it's nice and tight.
Yep.
You've got to go through a few processes before it actually gets cooked.
Looking forward to eating. The dishes look fantastic. You have 30 seconds to go.
Faster, faster, faster. You have 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Step away from your benches. Well done, guys.
Good job.
Well done.
You've just cooked in the pasta invention test using the core ingredient of seafood and 15 other beautiful ingredients from the pantry. We're looking for the top dish of the day, and we're also looking for the 3 least impressive dishes of the day. The bottom 3 will face the pressure test tomorrow, and from there, one person will be leaving this competition for good.
Today, I'm not thinking as much about winning as not making a fool out of myself and not getting in the bottom 3.
To kick off our pasta-themed invention test, we'd like to see Shani.
Good luck, Shani. My name gets called and my stomach kind of does a little flip. I'm really not overly confident with the dish.
wonderful pasta, which is exactly the pasta I've been looking for. Perfectly cooked, silky, satiny, and it looks strong, you know?
Like the little lemon zest flavour, and I think the big success of that dish is how well you've laminated that pasta, cut that pasta, and cooked it. And that, after all, was the challenge.
I'm really happy I've managed to pull the dish off, so I'm over the moon.
The next cook whose dish we'd like to see is Matthew.
Looking down at my dish, I know that the flavours are going to taste good. I've made it before, so maybe I'll be in the top 3 today.
The letdown's that pasta. Because flavour, wow, man. You know, there's beautiful, subtle yumminess about it. You know, the mousse has got a lovely texture. There's sage there, there's tomato there. But that, you know, it's a bit leathery.
Yet again, my pasta's let me down. I thought it was my day to redeem myself from last week's efforts or non-efforts. It really hurts.
Now it's time to see whether the next dish is pasta perfection or past its use-by date. Jimmy, come forward. Mate, it looks like 2-minute noodles.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good.
Nah.
Doesn't look good.
I always knew I could never win this challenge, knowing that everyone here is a pasta expert.
Please come forward, Alvin. Welcome back, Alvin. Nice to have you back in town. What I love is you've taken a kind of shop-bought stock and you've loaded it with the flavours of onions and bags of celery flavour. And the celery and the fish work so well together. No one else has done anything like this. And that's exciting. This is the invention test.
It's good to know that I'm back. Hopefully I can stay consistent, because consistency means a lot.
The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Jake.
Jake, I don't like it at all, mate. I think it's a dog's breakfast. Yeah. Don't like creamy pastas with lots of seafood in, and the shells and the capers and the wine that you've put in there just, you know, it's so old-fashioned and unnecessary, you know. And I think at this stage of the competition, you got to pull your socks up, because if you don't, mate, you're not going to last.
Yeah.
And we know you're a good cook because you put up some clever dishes. You do. You've really let yourself down.
Yeah.
I sort of knew it was coming. I just didn't have a clear idea of what I wanted to do from the get-go, and yeah, it showed.
Next up, Aaron.
I've taken a big risk with what I'm cooking, and there's a high chance that they're not going to like it. If you put blood in the water, the sharks are going to come right in and feed, and you know, I don't want that to happen.
There's a lot riding on those shoulders. You cook pasta 4 to 5 times a week. You want to open a pasta restaurant.
Yep.
Is that dish good enough to win today?
It's definitely out there, which is what I like to do, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Aaron, I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's a very odd combination. And there's no reason why smoke and truffle doesn't go together. Don't know if I've done it in my career. What it delivers is big punch on the prawn, that smoky chipotle chili flavour, and you get that little delicate hit at the back. And it is all about the prawn with this perfect little pasta. It's beautifully cooked. It's the right thickness for me. It says everything about a pasta dish. I love it, and I'm so pleased that you've done well. Thank you.
I could definitely have a chance of getting up there today, but I'm really nervous about what Matt's going to say. His palate is, you know, without question, and I don't know if I've taken this a little bit too far.
There's some dishes that are freakish Frankenstein disasters. And quite frankly, that is disgusting.
To me, from it leaving his hand and travelling down to hit the floor, that took about an hour. And I'm thinking to myself, this isn't really happening. This isn't really happening. My MasterChef time is over. And he looks up at me and he says,
disgustingly good. I've destroyed that because I don't want any of these guys over there to taste it, because that is absolutely brilliant and inspired. Man, that is a really, really, really clever dish. Well done, right? That is brilliant. You have hit upon one of those very, very rare things, a unique combination of flavors that I've never seen anywhere else in the world, and it works. But that, man, is a cracking dish. And you know what I love? Now they'll never know quite how good that dish is. And that's the idea. You are the smoky chance. That is a smoky dish. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Matt. That's, I mean, what a great compliment. But I mean, you know, my hairline's gone back another foot. I mean, you know, take years off my life. That's just really full on.
The next one up with their dish to the tasting bench is Marion.
I've had a really great couple of weeks in the kitchen, but it doesn't change the fact that every time I walk up to put my dish down, I'm expecting bad feedback.
I love the idea of scorching it. It sounds clever. Whether or not it translates into the final dish, I question.
Silky, satiny pasta, check. Strong, innovative flavors, check. This is a brilliant dish, let down by a couple of tiny elements.
It's really disappointing, but hearing criticism is how you learn. You know, that's just the way it goes.
Jonathan, please bring your dish forward.
It's my turn to take my dish up, and I'm the only person that's done cannelloni. I think I could take this one.
The bisque is bisky, gutsy and full of flavour. I don't know about the cheese on the top. You know, is it bad for the dish? No, but it's just sort of, I don't know, it's just doesn't feel right. I commend you for a clever, interesting dish using the pasta. Well done.
Thanks. You know, there's a lot of people that say that you shouldn't mix cheese and seafood. But you know what? Smoked salmon and cream cheese, creme fraiche and fish. There's a lot of dishes. Mornay. I mean, if Mornay isn't cheese and seafood, then I don't know what is.
We've completed the pasta invention test. The judges have deliberated, so now it's time to find out the results.
Oh my goodness. What a fantastic invention test. I love the fact that when we come to picking the winner of this challenge, it's an argument because the quality of the food's been so good.
It makes me pretty proud that this group of cooks are putting up dishes as high quality as that the judges now have really hard decisions in front of them.
If I call your name, please step forward. Alvin. Jonathan. Marion. Aaron. Shani. Joanne. Congratulations, you are our top 6 in the pasta invention test.
I've made it to the top 6. It's an absolutely awesome feeling, and I can put all that worry about going into the pressure test behind me.
6 great dishes, but we can't shirk our responsibility to name the greatest. The winner of the most hotly contested invention test ever is Aaron.
I feel fantastic. I've won the pasta challenge, which was so important for me to win, and it means that I'm back on track and going in the right direction with this competition.
Second time in the Celebrity Chef Challenge. How do you feel about that?
Pretty excited, actually. You know, I'm very envious of that pin, and I'd really like another chance to go and get it.
Well done.
Thank you.
To walk out as the winner today on pasta, I feel about as happy as I can be, and this has been a fantastic day, a great start to the week, and I just really hope that I can do well in the Celebrity Chef Challenge and get that immunity.
And now on to the not so good news. Standard of cooking in this competition has gone through the roof. And that's good to see. It just makes our jobs a lot harder. But in the end, we had to pick 3 dishes that least impressed us today. And those dishes will send their creators into the pressure test. If I call your name, please step forward. Jimmy. Jake. The third and final person in the elimination round is Matthew.
It's a cutting blow. I failed yet again. It's just blow after blow after blow.
Guys, it's not a nice place to be. But what we're saying to you now is this competition is all about clever, creative, measured cooking. If you don't give us that, then you will find yourself facing elimination. The rest of you, it's time to breathe a big sigh of relief and go home. See you later, guys.
Maddie and Jimmy are 2 amazing cooks. I don't know how I'm going to go against the 2 of them. I could definitely be going home tomorrow.
Jimmy, second week in a row in the pressure test. What's going on?
I think I just got to pick myself up. I mean, there's nothing else to it, really. There's no excuses. It was a bad dish.
Jake, first time in a pressure test. How do you feel about that?
I'm disappointed with myself, I guess.
Jake, do you want this?
I want it, you know, massively. I come here to change my life, so, you know, I need to keep going, mate.
I think, you know what, you've got to refocus yourself tonight and come tomorrow, guns blazing, yeah? You can do it. What your dishes had were tiny flaws that stood out. It just means you guys need to push a bit more.
Jimmy, Jake, Matthew, go home, get some rest. We'll see you here tomorrow.
This is the second time that I'm going to have to compete in the pressure test, and to know that I could be going home tomorrow is really hard to deal with.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
It's time to boom boom, come on.
Jake, Jimmy and Matthew face off in a pressure test.
My back's against the wall, but I'm going to give it everything I've got today.
It's a race to recreate Rick Stein's ultimate seafood platter.
So that's it.
Just that.
I'm seeing things on there that I've never cooked before.
Who will rise to the challenge and who will fall?
I should have followed Rick Stein's recipe. Who do I think I am?
And for one of these three hopefuls, the MasterChef journey will end.
You know, I wanted this to be perfect, and it's far from that. I'm devastated.